Welcome to the Long Live Taylor podcast.
Believe I'm still bejeweled.
Still bejeweled when I walk in the room.
I don't even think she's trying. I think she's very out there. Like, I want you to jump my bones.
We not know about her and Joe.
We were delusional.
Yeah, you're not gonna win with that attitude.
I'm ready to win.
Ross is biting me. Stop biting. We're your hosts, Kaylan
And Leanna. Let's get ready to explore all the eras. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to this week's episode. I'm like, wait, what am I saying? I have no idea what I'm saying.
Your voice sounds so cute.
Why? Because it's like half here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I officially lost it a week ago, and it's still not fully back yet.
Wow.
So, this week we're going to be going over... Okay, I was going to say one of my favorite songs, but it's really not. So I feel like I say this every week. So I'm like, let me just be honest. Like, I mean, it's not like I'm not honest ever, but it's just like, it's a great song, but it is not my favorite.
Wait, then why'd you pick it?
Well, okay, so let me tell everyone. This week we're going to be going over Call It What You Want off of Reputation. And I do really like the song. When it first came out, I loved it. I love like the line that means something to me, blah, blah, blah. And I do love it. Like, it sounds like I don't like it. Okay. Anyway, I saw a post on Reddit that was like, what do you guys think her intentions were with ending on Call It What You Want, pause, to, you know?
Wait, what? Oh,
How
at the ending line,
ends,
call it what you want to.
Pause,
okay.
to. Yeah. So then it started making me think about it, and then I was like, oh, we should talk about this.
Oh, okay. I've never thought about that.
I pulled up the post, even though they deleted it, but I roughly have it. I don't have what they asked, but they just have, like, the title, Why the Pause in Call It What You Want? And they deleted it, so I can't shout them out or anything like that. But I guess we'll talk about, like, people's feelings when we get into it. And okay. I guess once we get to the outro, I like the outro. So we'll talk about it. Do you have any, like, pre-thoughts on the song?
I didn't love this song when it first came out. Actually, I don't remember. I feel like maybe I liked it. But it wasn't one of my favorites. But as time has gone on, I like it more and more. I still wouldn't say it's one of my top favorites, but I like it a lot more than I used to.
Okay. I think that I really, really, really liked it when it came out. And then because it was a single, right?
Yeah.
So I really liked it when it came out. And then once the whole album came out, I felt like there were much more, like, songs I liked more, I guess.
Yeah.
And then once you get over that, like, initial album release and all the songs and stuff, and then it just, like, goes into your rotation of songs, then I kind of started liking it more.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, so we'll get into it. Verse 1. My castle crumbled overnight. I brought a knife to a gunfight. They took the crown, but it's all right. All the liars are calling me one. Nobody's heard from me for months. I'm doing better than I ever was. Okay, I'm not reading the next line, even though it's technically part of the verse. Which is actually stupid. I'm guessing it's just genius that's including it. Okay, I love the verse. I love it's like a nice intro for me.
Yeah.
And, like, this wasn't, like... So she released Look What You Made Me Do, and then Ready For It, and then this?
I honestly don't remember the order. I do know Look What You Made Me Do was first, though.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, this definitely wasn't the opening to Reputation. This wasn't our first taste of Reputation, but I feel like I don't think Gorgeous was before this, but I could be totally wrong. But I feel like this kind of summarizes the vibe of the whole album, kind of, and like where she's coming from.
Yeah,
I guess
I would say so. I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, good.
It was the fourth single.
Oh, so Gorgeous was first?
It says, as the moment, Call It What You Want appears to be a promotional single in the same vein as Ready For It and Gorgeous.
Okay, when was Reputation released? Do you know the date?
I think,
like
I want to say October
19th?
2017.
No. It was definitely November. I think
November
it was like
10th, 2017.
Okay. And this came out the Friday before, November 3rd.
Oh, okay.
So it probably, I guess it did come out after Gorgeous, right? When did Gorgeous come out? Oh yeah, it was released on October 20th. Wow. Okay. That's kind of crazy to me. I do think that this and Gorgeous have the same vibe for sure. Definitely compared to Ready For It and Look What You Made Me Do. Like Ready For It and Look What You Made Me Do have the same vibe, and then Gorgeous and Call It What You Want have the same vibe. Yeah. But I guess my whole point is I like the verse. I like that it's just like basically like a summary of the whole album, kind of. Like this is what has been going on kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought of that. I like that too. And I also like that it's like all of these, she's describing all of these kind of like bad things, like her castle's crumbling, people are calling her liars, blah, blah, blah. But despite all of it, she's doing better than she's ever been in her life. I think that's a cool setup.
You know what's crazy to me? I kind of think she's in denial.
Do you think that now because you're looking back after the toe breakup?
No, I am only thinking that because I guess once we talked about Delicate and we really like dived into that and realizing the beginning of their relationship wasn't really a relationship, I think that's kind of what I'm using to determine this. Because I mean, I'm not saying she isn't doing better than she ever was. I'm thinking like, you know, when you get into a relationship in the beginning, or like it's not even a relationship yet. Like, because that's the whole point of the song. It's like, call it whatever you want to call it. Call this whatever you want to call it. Because it's not being called a relationship. I think it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm doing great. But like you're just, not that you're in denial, but that's what you're telling yourself. You might not actually be in that state.
That's interesting because I never took it as call it what you want because it's not a relationship. I took it as call it what you want because people might be like speaking negatively about it and like, oh, it's just another one of her publicity stunts, or it's just a fling, and she's like, call it any of those things, but I know what it is. So that is a good point. Okay,
I do see that, and that same mindset of like, she's like, I know what this is, I think she's using that towards him too, because even in the beginning, she like, they were just like a hookup, they were a fling, they were a situationship. But she always knew that it would be something more. Yeah. Like, if you listen to all the songs throughout Reputation, she knows this is something real. Yeah. Whether he knows it or not. So I think no matter who she's talking to, in her mind, she knows this is real. She knows this is going to be something amazing. This could be endgame. So I think I guess me saying in denial is not the right word. I just think her mindset was completely different than everybody else, including
than the reality. Of it. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, I never thought of it like that. I guess also because I'm biased, because I always, during this song, I think of that clip where she's playing it for Joe on guitar and she like whispers to him, I love you. So I'm like, of course that's serious. But also, I don't know, situationships these days could be like that too. So
I was gonna say that's another reason why I chose this song, because that's like, that little guitar video is going like viral again. And people are using the sound, and it's like people are using the sound kind of like either wow, I'm so in love, or wow, I didn't notice things weren't the way they seemed and I thought I was in love. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy. I know.
So many layers to this song.
I'll have to find the clip and we'll be able to like include it so everybody knows what we're talking about. Anyone listening knows going into the song, going into Reputation, no one had seen her literally and physically. Like, she wasn't seen, she wasn't out, she wasn't doing anything, she wasn't on social media, and like a lot of people turned on her and tried to cancel her. And now this is her coming back from that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the chorus. My babies fit like a daydream, walking with his head down. I'm the one he's walking to. So call it what you want, yeah, call it what you want to. My babies fly like a jet stream, high above the whole scene. Loves me like I'm brand new. So call it what you want, yeah, call it what you want to.
I like the seductive voice at the end. As you're reading it, I'm like, the lyrics are okay, but how it goes with the music, I think, is fun. It's like very sly with the music.
Yeah, and I guess listening to this, like, only recently have I been like, wow, is she talking about their relationship? Because I see what you mean. Like, it is very media, like, the outside world, call what we have what you want. I guess I'm just thinking into it more. I don't know. It's like, he's walking towards me. Like, he's, like, is he yours?
What do you mean?
Okay, I guess let me backtrack a little. Like, you know how people kind of thought, like, oh, Lover is like a relationship love album, but it's really actually kind of heartbreak, and Reputation is really like the love album?
Yes, which I disagree with, but okay.
No, I disagree as well.
But I know a lot of people say that.
Well, I think that Reputation is really like her mental battle with him not wanting to like give it his all and be 100% in this relationship. So I think that's why I'm going deeper than it, like, this could, I could be totally wrong, and she could totally be like, no, I'm talking about like everybody else in the outside world. Obviously I'll never know her true intentions. That's the whole point of this podcast, is because I'm like, here's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I just think it makes sense in my head, so I'm going for it.
But I don't get what you're saying about the chorus. Like, are you saying she's convincing herself, like, I'm the one he's walking to, but she doesn't really know?
No. He's walking to her. It's just
okay.
like, he's not 100% truly actually hers. Like, it's not the secure relationship she's putting off.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of think, like, this song, like, she's, like, we're in her head, and she's, like, you know how, I guess it's not really a bad thing. Like, she's manifesting this. She's like, yeah, he's mine. I don't care what anyone says. But, like, is he truly? We don't know.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of my vibe on this.
Okay. Fair. I could see that.
Okay,
I think
any
my
thoughts?
favorite line from the chorus is "Loves me like I'm brand new," because I feel like at this point everyone was like, "Oh, Taylor's so old news. She's canceled," and he sees her. I think she thinks he sees her like without all of those flaws.
Yeah. I think that was like the whole premise of their relationship, kind of, right? And everyone's like, oh my God, he loves her at her lowest point, but does he love her at her highest point? No, they broke up. That's very like what is that word?
Simplified?
Yes, thank you. Okay. But basically, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think she's convinced that they're in love and meant to be just because he is here for her during this time.
Yeah.
But, like, on the timeline of things, like, did they get together before the Kanye drama?
No.
Right. So she's like, wow,
but
after all this, he does want to be with me.
She met him before the Kanye drama, I think.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking too. This timeline is very short, right? Because
there's
like,
also a Tom Hiddleston in between this.
That's what I was gonna say, because really she's with Calvin, meets Joe, breaks up with Calvin, dates Tom, breaks up with Tom, then gets with Joe, all in this like one summer, basically.
Yeah.
Like spring and summer.
Go off,
and
queen.
then this album comes out in the winter, in the end of fall. Like, that was quick.
Wait.
This is a very quick timeline. Or is it the following year? Yeah,
I think
it has to be
it's
the following
year.
Yeah, because the timeline is in 2016 and this comes out 2017.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, because in Lover she says I love you 3 summers, and that's 2016, 17, 18, I think.
Wait a second. So you're telling me after the Kanye drama, she was gone for like a year? Over a year?
I don't know if it was fully a year, but it's pretty close, I think.
That's crazy.
I know. Okay, well, this leads me to my whole Joe debacle, because she met Joe in hiding. Joe likes to continue the privacy, but she doesn't want the privacy. No one could tell me she wanted this privacy, because prior to Reputation, she didn't want the privacy. Like, I feel very strongly about this.
I think, I think she felt safer in the privacy because of everything that happened. But I think who she is naturally, she probably is more of an extrovert who wants to live her life out and be joyful and have fun and be seen.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it was refreshing because this was like her first relationship that was super hidden. Every other relationship before this was all like everyone knew. Like even 6 years in when Taylor and Joe broke up, people were like, wait, she was dating someone? Like, I think she liked that it wasn't all people talked about.
I agree, because she spent so much of her life being known as like the girl who writes songs about her boyfriends.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree with that. I just think at her core, she's someone who wants to be able to live her life, I guess. It's less about the media and like people talking, more about like what I think now she has like grown to be like, whatever, they're gonna talk, but I'm gonna live my life in spite of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think still Joe just isn't that kind of person.
I saw
But
this
like I don't know him, so
yeah. I saw this whole thing on Twitter last night that got me so annoyed, but it was like Joe's been out like doing all these public appearances, so he never wanted privacy. He just didn't like that she outshined him. And I'm
that's
like,
such a lie. He always does press tours.
yeah, I'm like, that's different than like being stalked by paparazzi and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just completely different, but whatever.
No, I agree. Anytime Taylor Swift steps outside the privacy of her own home, she is going to be photographed.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't, like, that's not, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think that, yeah, he's on, like, a press tour. Is he not on a press tour for his new movie or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a single movie he's in, so I wasn't sure.
I have. It wasn't good. No offense. That was mean to say, but it wasn't.
Well, that's the only time I ever see him do anything. And then he speaks, and I'm like, wow, I forgot what you sounded like.
Taylor. Remember the gorgeous edits on TikTok? It's like,
Yeah.
say my name, or the dress, say my name and everything just stops. Taylor.
Yes.
Taylor.
That was amazing.
Oh no, I don't know how to turn it off.
Okay, you have to do the rest of the episode in Joe Alwyn voice.
I got it to turn off.
Oh, good.
Okay, moving on. In summation, I think she just like, he loves me for who I am, not what I've been through.
Yes.
Okay, verse 2. All my flowers grew back as thorns, windows boarded up after the storm. He built a fire just to keep me warm. All the drama queens taking swings, all the jokers dressing up as kings. They fade to nothing when I look at him.
What? The way you're reading this is funny today. I don't know. Like, I think I said this maybe I said this in our episode with Maggie, where I'm like, okay, you can't completely rely on a guy to like solve all of your problems. And I feel like that's what she's doing. Like, she's putting all her eggs in one basket. But at the same time, like, live your life, girl. Like, if that's what you need to do, do it. But it's giving like escapism. Like, I don't need anyone. I just need him. And I'm like, that's not a good recipe for life, but it's okay.
True. I also feel like she's kind of using him as a band-aid to all of her hurt that she just went through.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's hiding away in her little, like, castle, but he's with her, so she doesn't care. Which, like, it's fine. Yeah. It's what got her through it. I feel like we've all done something like this in our life, where we're like, screw you, I'll just go hang out with this person.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
I'm not judging her for it, because she went through some, like, it's very traumatic, everything that happened. Like,
yeah.
And to, like, go on this roller coaster of your, like, it's your whole life. And it's crazy, and it's on display for everyone to see. So I'm like, do what you need to do, girl. But I think this shows that he was, like I said, he was used as a Band-Aid. So I don't know. I mean, I think that they could have, I don't know what made them break up. But obviously, their relationship worked out and progressed enough to get through 7 years. Like, it's not like she used him as a Band-Aid and then once the pain was done, she, like, moved on. Like, this developed into something huge.
Yeah.
So, I understand. But I also think, because you were like, as long as he's in the castle, like, that's all that matters. I think maybe she realized she wants more than just him.
Yeah. Well, I think also around this time is the time she was, like, in disguise, living life with him. So in a way, she was living life. Like, she was seen around London in wigs and costumes, like, being a normal person. So I think in a way, she just wanted normalcy, too. Like, to be able to go shopping and not be seen.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so...
Is this the same time that she was, like, in a suitcase?
I don't know.
I always thought that was so funny of her to do. But I mean, she lived it up, because now she goes onto the Eras tour in the little custodian cart. Yeah, so like she lived it up. Like, her reputation precedes her. She's always hiding in things. But, like, it's understandable. Like, you have all eyes on you at all the time. Like,
Yeah.
she can't live a normal life. So, like, I get it, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, you know, there's, like, a trend going around that's, like, if you could ask Taylor Swift about one song in her discography, what would it
Stop. I was literally thinking a few minutes ago, I'm like, okay, at the end, I'm going to ask this question for a social clip. And
be? Wait, did you know that it's a trend going around?
I just saw it on Instagram last night. I didn't know it was a trend.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I don't know if it's a trend, but, like, once you see something once on TikTok, you just see it, like, 50 bajillion times after, so.
Yeah.
So I saw it, and, I mean, I don't know what I would pick, so I'm not sure we could use it as a good social clip.
I saw someone say, ironically, they would ask about how did it end. And I was like, that's a really good one. I would want to know, like, okay, so what's the real tea of how did it end?
Yeah, but the issue is she could tell you about how did it end and not answer the question of how it ended, and that's what I want to know.
I know. That's true. Well, I would want to ask about Question, I think, because that song has always confused me. And for the Eras Tour, I really wanted to make a sign that said, can I ask you a question? What is Question about? Because I really don't know. I really don't.
I think I kind of have some guesses, but again, the real answer I want is, what's the question?
Yeah.
And, like, she won't have to tell me that. Just to tell me about the song, she wouldn't have to give me that answer.
Well, I just don't get... We can do a whole episode on this. Did you ever have someone kiss you in a crowded room and every single one of your friends was making fun of you, but then they were laughing? Then what did you do? I'm like, what is this scenario?
Well, I think that's rhetorical. I think that happened to her.
Yeah, but, like, when? What is this?
Like,
what
party.
happened?
I think there are so many things we don't know about her life that we would be shocked by.
Oh, 100%.
I don't even know where we were.
Okay,
but
we're going to the next pre-chorus.
Wait. But anyway, if you were able to ask Taylor about this song, what would you ask her?
Ooh.
My only question would be, when you wrote this song, were you actually in a committed boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? That would be my one question.
That's a good one.
Because I feel like that would just clear up any of the questions going on in my head, and that's good enough for me. Everything else can still be a secret or whatever.
Well, if she was going to tell me the real tea, I'd be like, well, looking back on this, do you really think this is what you wanted?
Okay,
or were you in denial?
True. Okay, that's a good question, too.
Thanks.
Okay, pre-chorus. I really like this pre-chorus.
I think this is my favorite part of... No, this is my favorite part of the song.
I think so, too. I feel like I have to sing it, but it's okay. And I know I make the same mistakes every time. Bridges burn. I never learn. At least I did one thing right. I did one thing right. I'm laughing with my lover, making forwards undercover. Stressed him like a brother. Yeah, you know I did one thing right. Starry eyes sparking up my darkest night.
I feel like you were... like getting some shoulder action, like holding yourself back from rapping it.
I really like this part. That's definitely the best part of the song.
It is the best part for sure. Ugh, I love this part.
I also think it's kind of funny because she's like, I make the same mistakes, bridges burn, I never learn. Which is kind of like all my enemies started out friends.
Yeah.
And she's like, but it's okay because I have my lover.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, this whole Kanye drama happened again because she started being friends with him after the whole VMA thing happened. Like, she reignited a friendship with him, or whoever started it, but I think she's like, oh, I always do the same things, and then I burn the bridges, but whatever. I have my mans, and that's all I need.
Yeah, I kind of am thinking, like, she's like, all of this is worth it. Everything I've been through is worth it because it has, like the butterfly effect. It's kind of like, I'm glad this all happened because it has led me to where I am today with him.
Yeah, exactly. And I think she's like, at least I made a really good decision where it matters the most. Like, this is something really important, and at least I didn't screw this really important thing up.
Yeah, I agree. I like that. But I also just really like, what is it called? Like, the vibe of the melody?
The
like,
pacing?
I don't know.
I was going to say I like the pacing. Like, it's very... It matches, again, the lyrics she's saying. Like, she sings the first 3 lines I know I make the same mistakes every time, bridges burn and never learn, at least I did one thing right. She sings that like very fast and wordy onto each other, and I feel like that really helps get the feeling that she's feeling about making these mistakes. Like it's almost like she's being hard on herself, like oh, I do this, I do that, blah 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 blah, and then like she slows down, but at least I did one thing right, and it's like relief.
Yeah, you could feel it.
Yeah, like she purposely does that, I think.
What's your favorite line?
Well, my favorite line is bridges burn, I never learn, at least I did one thing right, even though that's kind of 2 lines, but we'll say it's one. I will say I used to really not like the line trust him like a brother, and then I got a crush on someone, and then I was like, you know what? I actually really like this line because I could see that vibe. Because I used to be like, that's weird. Why would you want to trust your boyfriend like a brother? Like, this is creeping me out. But then I was like, oh, I get it. Like, it's like family. It's like safe. It's like that protective older brother. Like, they're looking out for you kind of thing. So, anyway.
Isn't her brother younger?
I think he is, yeah. Actually, no.
I thought he was younger. I guess it doesn't really matter in the whole saying, because it's not like she's like my brother. Like, I'm not trusting you like I trust Austin. Like, that's not what she's saying. But I'm just thinking like she must be very close with him. I mean, I guess I don't need to like guess. Like, they're close. I think maybe also because you don't have a brother.
True.
So I don't know. I think because I only have brothers, like, I understand, but also, like, I don't know. Would I tell my brothers things? Like, they'd be like, I don't care. Okay. I think that we can move on. Right?
I hope so.
Okay, well, does the chorus just repeat? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll move on to the bridge, which I don't think is crazy, but, like, this is the part that I, like, related to, so I felt like, oh, cute. So, bridge. I want to wear his initial on a chain round my neck, not because he owns me, because he really knows me, which is more than they can say. I recall late November, holding my breath slowly, I said, you don't need to save me, but would you run away with me? Yes.
Would you run away?
So I really like this because me and my fiance, I have always worn his initial on my necklace.
Did you start that before this song or after?
Before.
Trendsetter.
So I guess technically I said, okay, so we started dating like officially the September before this came out.
Okay.
And I said, I'd like to wear like an N necklace if you can get me one. But I didn't actually receive it until Christmas, which was after this song came out.
Okay.
So I guess it's like, who knows? But yes, here's the N. I also have his birthstone right here and a little heart. And I have like a bunch of necklaces like this. I change them out all the time, which ones I want to wear. But they all have an N on them.
Cute. I want to do that too when I get in a relationship. But I don't think I would have thought of it before the song. Now I want to do it just because of the song.
I mean, that's okay. Why not?
Yeah.
I think it's cute. My biggest thing I really think is cute is like a little ring with an initial. But I don't know if it was, I think it was last year. Maybe it was my birthday, Valentine's Day, something. I sent him a ring that was his initial with his birthstone, and apparently it was a scam. So I never got it.
Where'd you get it from? Or not?
I don't know. It was probably like an Instagram ad or something that I sent him.
Oh,
but like I this is what I tell my mom. I sent my mom a TikTok ad and I was like, this is what I want. And she ordered it from TikTok. But every time I send people things, I'm like, I guess I need a disclaimer. Do not order from this place. It's probably a scam. But like, look for it somewhere else. It's not a scam.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
It is.
Okay, so thoughts about the bridge?
It's okay. Nothing. I like the necklace line the best, probably. I like also she kind of addresses our earlier concerns about him being like her savior. She's like, no, I'm not saying you need to save me, but just like come be with me. So that's cute.
Yeah, and I guess maybe that was the whole point of the song. She's like, wait, maybe I'm getting too into this. Okay, there's this girl on TikTok who does like Taylor Swift songs with Jack and Aaron, and like she's like, okay, I have a song idea. And then she like pretends to be Jack, and she's like, okay, let me hear it. And then she like goes back to Taylor, and she's like, well, how about we do this? And he's like, okay, like let's hear it. Like let's hear the lyrics. And then she'll like say the lyrics, and then Jack's like judging her, like, So like in my mind, I'm like, okay, Taylor, and like I don't even know who wrote this with her, but like whoever wrote this with her, whatever. It's like, okay, I have this idea for a song, blah, 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 blah. And she like, and then it's like, they're like, are you sure you want to say this? Like, it seems like you're really like relying on him for your happiness. And then she's like, no. Let me backtrack a little. This is what I really mean. And they're like, well, maybe you should explain that in the song. And then she does.
Oh, yep. See, that's what I get from this bridge. That conversation definitely happened.
Yes. Wow, that was a long explanation just to get where I wanted to get.
You got there.
Anyway, I really like it, and I like how it changes when she says, I recall late November, and it like is kind of different. Like usually the bridge is like the same, but the bridge is different from the rest of everything else, but the bridge itself is the same. But I feel like this is like two bridges in one. Like two different mindsets. Because she's like, I love him so much. He knows me so well. He makes me so happy. I'm going to wear his initial. And it's like, but chill though. Because like, I just want him on this journey. I don't need him to be my savior.
True. You're right. She's like, she's stopping herself. She's like, hold up. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. That's funny.
Exactly. So yeah, I like that, but like it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then she repeats the chorus again, right?
Yes. Nothing new.
And then we get the outro, which is really just call it what you want, 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 call it what you want. Call it what you want. Yeah, call it what you want. Two.
She like takes a big pause.
Yeah. So now that we're here, we can talk about it. So I just wanted to lay down my facts and my sources real quick.
Okay. Lay them down.
It's not really anything crazy. But this is what people had to say. I feel like this adds just an extra level of sass and ends the song on a higher, more chipper note. Like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say about it. Call it what you want.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think that's my theory, where it's more just like a little sass at the end. Call it what you want. And then she's like, I'm almost picturing her like shoulder shrugging too.
Yeah.
Like a little wink.
Yeah. And so this person said, I play violin, and this type of flourish on the last note is something I usually associate with the feeling of satisfaction or finality. Like you're making the last note really count.
Ooh, I like that too. I could see that also.
So yeah, this is like what started my whole thing. Like I'd like to do Call It What You Want because I was like, wow, like I never really thought about the ending and her adding this pause and her two. But I think it's great. However she intended to use it, like I really like it.
Yeah, same. I never really gave it much thought until now, and now I like it even more.
Yeah. Same.
Fun.
It's time to drop everything now. I finally opened my record store day Long Pond studio session vinyl.
Really?
Well, at first I was keeping it because I was like, oh, this has such high monetary value. But then I'm like, that's not what I buy these for. Like, I buy them to listen to them.
Yeah.
So let's listen to it. So
Good
I finally
job.
opened it and I listened to it and I was like, how great would it be if I figured out how to download these tracks into my Apple Music and then shuffle them for you, because you would have no idea what they are. Because they just start off so differently
Evil.
than the real folklore. No, it is evil. And I was thinking, because so everyone knows, I did get Lover Live from Paris repress. Let me bring it out. We got to bring it out.
Bring it out.
Are you ready for this?
Yes. That's so cute. I love it.
So here is side A, here is side B. which is upside down.
So cute.
And then
Love.
I think I prefer the yellow. I think the yellow is my vibe. Here is C.
Cute.
And D. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
I love it.
Anyway, my whole thing was I could put these songs in my playlist as well, and you would have no idea because they're live. Not evil.
Dirty games. Dirty games.
After all of this nonsense. Okay, do you want to go first or second?
I'll play for you because I want to test to see if this is correct, how this is going to play.
Okay, go ahead.
I knew it was going to do that. It's like going through these popular ones.
Cruel Summer.
I'm
Don't
just
blame
like,
me.
is it going to play?
Blank space.
Okay, correct. We'll give all three of those to you because I'm like, is this going to play in the same order as last time? But I don't think that was the order last time.
No, but there is definitely something about Spotify and their algorithm because everybody is really mad about the songs you play for me.
Why? They're easy?
Like, there is one that we did that was heavily Tortured Poets, and everyone was like, well, why is she continuously getting Tortured Poets department? And I keep responding. I'm like, because that's what Spotify Shuffle did.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just, and it's like right after it came out, you know? So it was like the most popular played. And I think that's what Spotify does.
Yeah. Ugh, rude.
Okay, so is it my turn? Did you fix it?
You can, that was your turn. You got like all of them, so just play for me.
I did get all of 3. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
That was 3 seconds.
I couldn't hear. I just turned you up. I heard 1 second of like,
because that's all there was.
oh.
Okay.
I turned you up a lot, so I should be able to hear now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, here we go. I knew I was going to get you with this one. I knew it.
I have no idea.
I knew it. I knew it.
What
I
is
knew
it?
I'd get you this one. You want to listen to it one more time?
Sure, but I don't think I'm going to get it.
Okay. Whew.
Babe.
It is Babe.
Do I get to keep going since you gave it to me? You said I get to go again one more time?
I didn't say you can go again. I'm just saying I'll play it again for you. I won.
Can we keep going at least for more options?
Sure.
Good
ahead.
job. Ugh, I'm
Thanks.
so mad at myself.
Anti-hero.
Yes. Wildest Dreams.
Yes. I Don't Want to Live Forever.
Yes. August.
No.
Damn it. Play it again.
2 seconds. That was 2 seconds.
I'm not on a good roll today.
I was going to say I'm on a roll.
I'm on a terrible roll. Jeez. Can you play more? Because I really don't know. I don't know why. I'm like, my brain is not registering. Oh, Long Story Short.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay, let's do one more round.
Okay. Honey, when I'm above the tree. Happiness.
No, it was Fortnite.
What?
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have told you. I should have played it again. Here, I'll play it again.
Yeah, you should have. Let me hear the difference. Oh, I hear it now. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I still won. Anyway, here's your last song.
Okay. You need to calm down.
Yes.
Ugh, why couldn't that have been my first one?
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, well, I guess we both didn't do great, but I still won.
No,
so
you did really
that's okay.
great except for one.
Okay, but like
I
we both
did
failed.
horrible. I did horrible. This is the worst I've ever done in my
okay.
life.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
we'll
okay.
make that disclaimer on the social clip.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Off day.
That's true. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you everybody for listening, and TikTok is here, so you can
Woo!
still watch our social clips on Instagram and TikTok.
Yay! So follow us.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, want to be a guest, email us at longlivetaylorpod@gmail.com. Yeah, that's really it. Check us out on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.